with explaining about Manamitra, so I'll not go back to it. But in Andhra Pradesh, we use technology as an enabler to sort of take not only policies to the citizen, but actually look at how we can serve them better. While other states have different maturity levels, Andhra, I believe, is a bit ahead on the curve. If you look at a few examples, I mean, we can go about it all day, but I would like to give a few specific examples of what we are trying to do in Andhra Pradesh. If anyone has followed Mr. Naidu's, our Chief Minister's speech pre-2024 election, he's been talking about skill census. While entire country has been talking about caste census, he's been talking about skill census. And then after we were elected, he gave the task to me. And like a typical politician, I went about saying, let's do this traditional way of doing a census. I did it in my constituency, Mangalgiri, and rest assured, we fell flat. We can't really assess skills across close to about 400 odd traits and the amount of depth that it requires. Then came the entire discussion of how can we use conversational AI as a base to do what I call a skill assessment. Census is a very far-fledged word, at least skill assessment, the level at which they are. So think about it like any job portal on steroids, where it's not only about supply and demand aggregation, but we are now using conversational AI to assess the skill level of a carpenter, of an AC mechanic, or a lift mechanic. This is the power of technology. We just launched it. We are just about completing our pilot. Before India hosts the AI conference, I think in March, we expect at least about 500,000 youngsters to actually be assessed. Two, we are using the same portal to do mock interviews, where we can enable our children who just finished their collegiate education to actually sort of get these mock interviews, tests, and how can they be confident when they go for an interview, because this is probably one of the very first interviews that they're doing in their life. So this is one example of how we are able to use AI and technology far better and really solving true problems. And that's something that we've sort of set ourselves apart. In terms of land records is something that plagues India. It's a huge challenge for us. Quality of a land records. Andhra is no different. Governments are to be blamed. We come out with reforms which we think will transform it, and we end up actually hurting it more.